Welcome to the second ever Instagram and Snapchat Q&A. Now officially every week on Wednesday is when I post on Snapchat and Instagram for you guys' questions. I got them on my phone right now. Let's get into it. I always like to start out on Snapchat because I don't know why. I like Snapchat. First question comes from him. I don't know how to pronounce his name. What is the best beginner sound active light? I'm not going to answer your question because I still have to do some research because this is going to be my next episode of DJ Talk. Stay tuned. Bryce Sikluski. Again, like always, I'm sorry if I butcher you guys' name.
Today, Junior?
I'm not good with names. What would you do if you didn't DJ? Well, Bryce, I have so many hobbies. I don't know really what I would ever get into.
Why the f you lying?
Engineering, obviously. I'm still going to school for engineering, so that's probably what I would be doing. Because I still am doing it. Next question comes from him right there. I can't pronounce that name either. Horatio? I think it's Horatio. What are good rates for starting DJs for a small to medium DJ rig? This question is you can't really answer it because it depends on how much money you spend on equipment. I always say charge 10% of the value of all the equipment that you're bringing and then pay yourself accordingly. When I started out for small, medium venues, I was doing the same thing, 10% of the equipment I had, which at the time was like maybe $100, and then I charged $20 per hour that I was there DJing. So like the average bill for a person was like $200. EliteChit02, would I ever consider using passive speakers? Yes, I would consider using passive speakers. I wouldn't consider using them for small mobile gigs just because that would be a pain in the butt. But I definitely would for bigger and larger events like some of the high school ones. I kind of wish I had some passive systems to work with, because they get a lot louder. Next question comes from Connor. It's a very interesting question. Would you set up speakers for an outside venue closer to you or farther to fill? Your question has a lot to do with the venue and what you have available to you to work with at the time though, because you got to consider how long you got to run power cables to certain speakers and stuff like that. For a standard outdoor gig though, I wouldn't separate my speakers any farther than what I would normally do in an indoor venue. If anything, in an outdoor venue, I would try to make sure, at best, if it is such a very large area to work with, that my subs and my main speakers were focused on the dance floor as best as possible, with in mind that everyone in the venue could hear me when I make announcements to start the event off. Next question is from Ollie. He asks, is it harder to DJ for a sober crowd or a drinking drunk crowd? I 100% find it harder to DJ for a sober crowd. That said, there are some cases for sober crowds, be it given religion or something like that, and the crowd actually is very energetic and has a good time and presents me with a great opportunity to DJ. But 9 times out of 10, the drunk crowd is always going to be dancing versus the sober crowd. That's just what I've seen. He also asked, how do I? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I do drink on occasion at weddings. If they present me with the opportunity, they offer me a beer or so, I will take it as a generosity. And actually, a beer before I have to make announcements helps a lot to take the edge off of my anxiety and my nerves before I have to get on the mic. So in some scenarios it does help. I strongly advise you though, if you are DJing an event, don't drink at it. It's not a good idea. You don't want to be that drunk DJ up there that everyone's like, what is he playing? Is he just having a good time by himself? I've seen those DJs before, and trust me, you don't want to be that DJ. Nishon99, do most DJ controllers come with virtual DJ? It seems that most entry-level controllers that I see come with Virtual DJ LE, but there's also a home free version of Virtual DJ, which I think is why that most controllers have it. Most of the time there is a discount code in there though to get the pro version if you want. Some controllers also come with Serato, some come with Traktor, but most DJ controllers do come with some sort of DJ software, because what's the point in buying a DJ controller if you don't have software to use it with? Moving on over into Instagram, link right there. DJ Brandon asked me, what's 9 plus 10? 20? Anyway, shout out to my man DJ Brandon. Go check out his channel. I will link it right wherever it pops up. I can't remember where it pops up. It's either here or here. But I'll link his channel. It'll pop up right now. There it is, DJ Brandon's channel. Go check it out. The Life of Ollie. Which genre of music do I think gets the crowd dancing best? You can't answer this actually very specifically because it all depends on what type of crowd you got there, and you got to read the crowd. Given that, I will let you guys know that right now, when it comes to weddings, most people that get married are in their 20s, late 20s, early 30s. That's the majority of people getting married. The genre of music that it seems to be going towards right now is early 90s and 2000s hip-hop and R&B is what I've noticed to be the genre that is most wanted at weddings right now. Now, high schools and colleges, that could be anything. I played anything from country to rap to hip-hop to EDM. Leo Olivers, what was the most important gig for me up until now? Most important gig, huh? Most important gig. I think every gig was very important for me this year just because this was my first year fully moved over to DJ Associates. But there are a few that stuck out that definitely put me up an edge in the business and definitely established myself. One of the biggest ones that I did was the very old couple wedding that I did, just because it was such a very different genre of music from what I was used to, and I killed it. It was crazy to think that I could pull that one off, but that was probably one of them. The second most important gig is actually a gig you guys haven't even seen yet because I haven't got around to editing that gig log yet. And that is the biggest wedding I've ever done, and it was also with the main coordinator that books all of us in DJ Associates, and it was my first time actually DJing at an event when she was present, and I heard good things back from that, so that was very important for me. Side note, my favorite gig of 2016 was the Cambridge High School homecoming. Links either right here or right here, I can't remember. JR Fireman _ EPFD2. Have you ever been on the radio for DJing? No, I have not. We only have like one main radio station around here, and that's about it. So there's no real DJ radio stations around here to get on anyways. Carhartt 87. What is the longest effective distance that you can use your wireless DMX for? I have no clue yet. The farthest distance I pushed it is probably close to 100 feet. And it worked perfectly fine, so I can't really tell you how far it will go. I haven't actually gone out and done a trial to see how far away I can go with it. Sounds like an idea for a video. I'm gonna write that down for a video. Kirky821. He said, Yo Web, do you or have you ever used a monitor speaker while DJing? No, I haven't. As far as I remember, I haven't. But mostly that's due to the fact that I don't want to worry about another speaker that I have to worry about not getting feedback from. 20_Ryan_03. What DJ controllers do I recommend to beginner DJs? Personally, I would say any controller that you can afford, really. When I was first starting out as a DJ, I liked all the Hercules controllers because they were cheap and they actually provide you with a decent controller to work with. But by far from other DJs, what I see is like the entry-level Pioneer controllers a lot of people get, and a lot of the entry-level Numark controllers also. And all of them are solid options. Really, you just need to look and figure out, find one that's in your price range that you like, shop around, look at different ones. As far as entry-level controllers, those are what I would say to get any of the Pioneer entry-level ones, the Hercules ones, or the Numark ones. Everyone else, leave in the comments below what other controllers you would suggest to beginner DJs. He also asked, what program do I use to edit my videos? It's Cyberlink Power Director 15. It's like iMovie for Windows. Last question here comes from DJ Surge 35. Do you know the speaker companies Harbinger and Rockville? I don't want to go much further than saying yes, I do know those companies, because in my opinion that's like bad juju. Stay away from those companies. Stay away. Anyways, that's a wrap on the second ever Q&A and the first ever weekly Q&A on this channel. Like I said at the beginning, I asked the questions on Wednesday on Instagram and Snapchat. Links right here and right here. And then I filmed this video late Wednesday night, so don't feel like you have to get it in early Wednesday. You have all day to get in your questions. Leave a comment down below if you have a question that I did not answer. I will answer it in the comments below like I do with every question that anyone asks me. Give it a thumbs up if you like the second ever Q&A. If you aren't already, make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on that bell. That way you know when the new videos are coming out. Bring them out, bring them out.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah, guys, that's it. My name is DJ Rick Webb. Keep them records spinning, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.